Well, guys, we have received some additional information with regards to Kim Porter. Now, Kim Porter is the late, um, I don't know if I want to describe her as a fiance because her and Diddy wasn't engaged to be married. I get so sick of the word baby mama. So, Kim Porter is the ex girlfriend. Maybe I should use that word of Diddy. They do have three grown. Well, I know the twins are not grown, but they have three, kids together, which obviously they're not kids anymore. Her and Diddy did have a on again, off again relationship. And it was stated that after she died, that she was preparing to launch a book. Now, get this. People have refuted the claims that the book was unreal and that it was fake and it was exposing things. And then her family, which is her children, contacted Amazon to get the book removed. Well, y'all, we got the tea on the book and the real information as to if the book was real or not. And guys, before we get into the video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure you like and share the video.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So we definitely have some new information with regards to Kim Porter's book. And y'all got to check me out on TikTok because I actually read the entire book on TikTok. But listen, they were saying that the book was fake. So let's jump into what was actually supposedly fake. There was a chapter in Kim's book that talked about Al B. Short doing the nasty with Diddy. Al B. Short refuted that and said it wasn't true, but they are saying it is true. People don't want to be, I guess, when you are, down low, you want to stay down low and you don't want things to come out. I don't know what Al B. Short's sexuality is, but they are saying that that is true. The book was removed from Amazon because it had Kim Porter's face on it. So they're trying to get it worked out to get the book restored. But here's another thing that you guys are going to want to know. The book on Amazon was definitely the watered down version. So they did not put everything in there. And when I say everything, I mean for the sake of salaciousness and, some of the words that they could have put in there, they didn't. So they didn't make it as graphic and as disgusting as it should have been, which they state they do have an unaltered version of it. So the book is real. The feds have reached out to the guy. Oh boy, don't let me get his name right. I can't even remember his name. But he was actually affiliated or cool with Kim's boyfriend. Now, Kim was dating somebody, and I can understand why she would keep that a secret because she had stated that it seemed like everybody that Diddy thought she was in a relationship or anybody that she was with practically kind of disappeared. So whoever this guy who she was in a relationship with, which we don't know his name. We don't need to know his name. They want to keep that secret. He actually delivered the, what do you want to call it? A thumb drive or whatever electronic device that Kim actually stored this book on. Now, Courtney Burgess is going to get into exactly what took place. And he is actually on his way to the Department of Homeland Security, which is a part or entity within the federal government. So let's kind of get into this. So Kim Porter's book is real. It is just a edited version, which obviously did not contain all of the the filthiness, the nastiness, it was kind of taken out. But he actually has the real book, which is non-edited, y'all. So it is real. But y'all, he actually says something that makes a lot of sense. And what he said was, Kim's family, obviously her kids, wanted the book taken down. But one of the things he said that stuck out to me is they're complaining about a book, but where were they when their mother was being abused?
Discuss that now, what we will be able to talk to in terms of what was available and what was on those flash drives.
Okay.
But it was the book,
so it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
It's hers. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Yes. Nobody.
And no one touched it.
Nobody altered it. Nothing.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before. No.
No.
it's 2 different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't.
It was a derivative work.
It was edited. The only way the family say that is because I forgot his name. Albie Short.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, how they know? A lot of stuff their mother did, they didn't know. And I'd like to see apologize to the mother and the family.
No, we're
picture being on front of it.
Right.
You understand? I didn't put it there.
Right.
So, you know, they got to worry about bigger things.
Right.
Than what her diary was. You understand?
Right.
They should have started worrying when he was beating her.
Right.
When you start worrying about your mother after the fact.
Right. So, the book, do you think it'll ever be open to the public or after this, or?
That'll be the next thing. I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow, so the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon, the actual unedited version. We'll be putting that out soon.
So I'm wondering, do you own the rights, I guess, or how does that work?
I guess the own rights was given to me, right?
I'll say possession.
The family.
YouTube interview. I saw as of 2 weeks ago they haven't been in contact with you. What about today?
Yes.
So they have been in contact with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Homeland Security.
Oh wow. So were you surprised, or was that the call that you were kind of waiting for?
Surprise.
Oh. Do you feel like the interview had had anything to do with it, or?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you know Seancombs?
Generation. You know, Frank Lucas was my godfather and his father, and then we both was in the music business for 30 years together.
So you personally know him?
Not who? No, who personally?
Seancombs.
Not personally.
But you know of him. He knows of you.
Yeah. I used to be in Tupac, Hussein Fatal. He stopped a lot of my music. A lot of other people who didn't care about him. You understand? It's not around today.
Right. So
Stewart from Def Jam Records.
Mm-hmm. In contact allegations, right? Are you expected to eventually turn those things over, or?
Well, that's what we're going to head over to do now. So we have a hearing now to determine what we're going to do in terms of what documents we'll have to turn over and what documents we do not have.
So why were you in court today?
Just to give testimony to the grand jury. He was subpoenaed by the court. So as we all know, if you don't answer a subpoena, the marshals will come to your house as they came to his house, and they will bring you here. So that's why we're here today.
I know you can't mention celebrities per se. You did mention some in the interview. So just to clarify, you can back that up with actual factual footage.
We have, it's things that we have, but we got to go to the other courthouse. So I don't know if that's any more questions, but we kind of got another hearing to go.
Are you nervous, or do you feel cool?
Nah, I ain't never nervous. The only thing's fair to me is God.
So guys, Courtney Burgess is being subpoenaed by the grand jury. So let me kind of give y'all what that means. They're getting ready to issue more, or try to issue more charges against Diddy. So Courtney is being subpoenaed, okay? Now, what is interestingly that he stated is that he actually knew Kim Porter, but he received the book from a guy that she was dating. So I think I said that already. But what he said is the reason why the book was taken off of Amazon, for one, her kids didn't want her picture obviously on there. So that is one of the reasons. But one of the things he said is why wasn't they concerned about the abuse that Kim suffered at the hands of Diddy? And I was like, that's very interesting. While I understand they would have been young, they have common sense. I mean, they should start to, try to, figure out some of this stuff and be like, hey, everybody could not be lying. So Courtney is being subpoenaed by the federal grand jury. He is the individual that received Kim Porter's book. Now, he stated in another interview, he actually received it by her boyfriend. So this is getting really, really bad. And this just ain't looking good for Diddy at all. And what he stated, which made a lot of sense, they wouldn't have known if their mother was writing a book, because do you think she would have told them? No, absolutely not. So what he's saying is, he wanted to respect the family by removing it, obviously, from Amazon. But they are in renegotiation to put the real unedited version back on Amazon. Y'all, this is getting crazy. I want to know what y'all think about what he stated with regards to, the sons. Like, why are they acting as if, they didn't see any signs of abuse? They had to see a busted lip or something on their mom over, the time period that would have made them start thinking, now that they know that people are saying that their daddy is violent. And of course, guys, I want to know your thoughts. Please let me know what you think in the comments.